Democrats and judges continue to rage against President Trump's agenda. Just take a look at the pushback he's gotten. The ACLU challenged the firings of federal employees working on DEI. An appeals court blocked Trump's deportation flights. Federal judges denied Trump's efforts to ban trans people from the military. The list goes on and on. And now, the judge who was in charge of the Venezuelan deportation flight controversy will preside over the Signal case and Trump administration officials' use of the messaging app. Katie Pavlich joins me now. The president just can't escape lawfare, can he?
Good morning, Stuart.
Good morning.
He cannot escape it, and he has a team of lawyers working in the White House counsel's office and also at the Department of Justice, trying their best to take on this barrage of lawsuits that these left-wing NGOs and other nonprofits have lodged against his agenda, essentially. And now you're seeing this problem where you have these judges issuing these nationwide injunctions at a rate that we haven't ever seen before for any other president in the history of the country. And you're actually seeing Congress now stepping up and saying, we need legislation to rein in these judges, which is our constitutional duty. There's no way that one federal judge in one court should be able to stop the agenda of an elected president. And you'll probably see this going to the Supreme Court as well, where you've even had liberal justices like Elena Kagan say rogue judges who have an agenda, whether they're liberal or conservative, shouldn't be able to stop the agenda of a president nationwide. And so it'll be interesting to watch Capitol Hill and see what kind of legislation they come up with to limit the power of these judges for the sake of limiting lawfare against any president.
You got it. Next one, Katie. The CEO of NPR, Catherine Ma, is finally admitting that her organization missed the mark on the Hunter Biden laptop scandal. Watch this.
First of all, I do want to say that NPR acknowledges that we were mistaken in failing to cover the Hunter Biden laptop story more aggressively and sooner.
It's unfortunate that NPR ignored the Hunter Biden laptop story, but y'all did talk quite a bit about the debunked Russia collusion. Do you know how many times NPR interviewed Adam Schiff about
Congressman, I would love to say that we actually believe we made a mistake on the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Yeah, she got out of the Adam Schiff bit there. I'm unfortunate. I'd like to hear the answer on that one.
Yeah.
But why should I have my taxpayer money going towards left-wing propaganda run by the government?
That is a great question, Stuart, and that is exactly why this hearing was held on Capitol Hill yesterday. You know, it's not just the Hunter Biden laptop story, which, of course, NPR not just failed to cover, as if they maybe had other stories to cover, the bandwidth wasn't there. They deliberately put out a statement explaining that it was a non-story, and that's why they weren't going to cover it. And that, of course, was in October of 2020, at the height of a presidential election. This is a taxpayer-funded organization that is supposed to represent all Americans and all viewpoints when it comes to objective journalism. And they're not doing that on a number of stories. It was so interesting yesterday to hear her also say she doesn't have a single Republican working for her.
Right.
She acknowledged that all of her staffers and all of the reporters are Democrats. Well, if you're going to be taxpayer funded, at the very least, you should be representative of the entire country. And that is exactly the opposite of what you're seeing at NPR.
Not a single Republican worker. Incredible, isn't it, really? Katie Pavlich, that was good stuff. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you again soon. Oh, boy.
Thanks, Stuart.
You got to laugh.
See you again. Have a good day.